Can a $500 digital piano hold its own against a $25,000 Steinway Grand? I've played both, and you're going to hear them side by side. Welcome to Living Pianos. Robert Estrin here with a comparison that might surprise you. Now, you might be thinking, this is no contest. A Steinway is a Steinway, right? But I want you to really listen before you decide, because the answer might not be what you expect. Here's what we're comparing today. On one hand, a Casio 88-key digital piano with weighted graded action. You can pick one up used for around $500. On the other hand, a Steinway Model M 5'7" grand. This particular instrument sold for $25,500. And here's what makes this really interesting. A brand new Steinway Model M lists for over $100,000. But this one is vintage, in excellent condition, and it went for $25,500. So the real question isn't just which sounds better, it's do you need to spend six figures to get a world-class piano? Now, why do I even have a Casio? Because this is my vacation piano. It weighs only 24 pounds. I can take it in the car, take it on trips, and play it with headphones in hotel rooms. My wife and I travel, and I need to keep my hands in shape. With a weighted, graded action, I can practice repertoire on the road. And it translates to the real thing when I get back to the Steinway. The Steinway Model M, this is actually slightly longer than my Steinway at my studio. My studio piano is a Steinway Model S, 5'1", which was my father's piano. I grew up playing that instrument. Many of you have seen it in my videos. The Model M is 5'7", and that extra 6 inches gives it a noticeably richer bass and more sustain. So I know both of these instruments intimately, and I'm going to play the same piece on both. The beginning of the Chopin Nocturne in B-flat minor. It's one of the most demanding tests of piano tone you can possibly imagine, because Chopin wrote for the singing quality of the instrument. The melody has to float. The inner voices have to breathe. If the tone isn't beautiful, this piece will expose it. All right, let's start with the Casio. Close your eyes if you can. Just listen, okay? That's the Casio now. Before you make any judgments, here's the Steinway. did you hear? The Steinway has a warmth, a resonance that fills the room. The overtones bloom. The bass has a depth you can feel in your chest. But here's what might surprise you. The Casio didn't embarrass itself, did it? Let me break down what's really going on here, because this is where it gets interesting. The tone the Steinway produces sound for over 200 strings vibrating in a wooden soundboard that creates sympathetic resonance. Notes you didn't even play are singing along. The Casio, it's reproducing a sampled sound through speakers. It's very good, but it's a photograph of a sunset, not the sunset itself. The touch, the Casio has a weighted, graded action, meaning the bass keys are slightly heavier than the treble, like on a real piano. And for practice, it works. But the Steinway action is a mechanical marvel. Thousands of parts regulated to a fraction of a millimeter. You feel the hammer throw, the felt at the string, the feedback loop between your fingers and your ears. That's where the magic lives. The decay is the big one. On a real piano, when you play a chord and hold it, the sound doesn't just fade, it transforms. The harmonics shift, the tone colors changes, the string vibration pattern evolves. On a digital piano, the decay is a recording of a decay. It plays back the same way every time. And with Chopin, we are riding the decay, shaping the phrase as the sound fades. That's where the difference becomes impossible to ignore. Now, does that mean the Casio isn't worth owning? Well, not at all, and here's why. Here's the good news. If you're a pianist on a budget, or if you need a practice instrument you can take anywhere, a $500 digital piano gives you something that didn't exist 20 years ago. A weighted action, decent sound, and the ability to practice at midnight with headphones. But, and this is important, if you're serious about developing your tone, your touch, your musical voice, there's no substitute for playing an acoustic instrument. Even an affordable used acoustic grand will teach you things about sound production that no digital piano can. And here's the insider truth. You don't need a $100,000 Steinway to get that experience. This vintage model sold for around $25,000 here at Living Pianos. We have used baby grands in the $5,000 to $10,000 range, including delivery anywhere in the country, that will give you that real piano feedback loop, the singing tone, the transforming decay. The Casio is your practice tool. The Steinway is your musical home. Now, I'm really interested in your opinion. Which piano did you prefer? And be honest, could you really hear a $30,000 difference? Let me know here in the comments here at livingpianos.com or on YouTube. And if you want to hear more comparisons like this, I'm planning a series where I test different price points of acoustic and digital pianos side by side. Subscribe so you don't miss it. By the way, if you have any piano questions, acoustic or digital, livingpianos.com is your online piano store. And you are welcome to contact me personally, Robert, at livingpianos.com. We're here for you.